Hello everybody and welcome back once again to Let's Play Shogun 2 Total War, the Tokugawa campaign, RP edition. Yes. Last time we left off, what happened? We were preparing for the war with the Hattori, and we were trying our best to finish off the Date, and that will pretty much be the order of today as well. We are aiming to finish off the Date. 2 more lands to go. The army is well on its way here. It's off and running up the road, ready to take Awate and hopefully Yugo pretty swiftly. We have agents in the boats sailing down past the shoreline, hopefully about to abandon its ninjas here, who will then head merrily along into the lands of the Hattori to scout out what's going on in preparation for our impending war. And the last few bits and bobs with recruitment, a couple of garrison movements, and then we'd be pretty much good to go. So all of that is to come. Of course, we always rely on the enemy playing ball and not throwing a spanner in our works whilst we try to go about our preparation, so fingers crossed that we don't have any trump cards pulled out on us. So I think most things were pretty much done as we ended last time. So army movements and boat movements have been complete. I see that the treasury is at 1,200, so the building work must have been finished. So a couple of things first of all. The garrison here in Kaga is going to move. Now it should be fine. It's got a big castle with a nice big thingy-me-bobs. Excuse me. Spawn defense forces. What's the word for this? I don't know. Anyway, it's got enough spawn defense forces to cope on its own, so we're taking this army down to the freshly conquered Wakasa. Reason being, 2 things. First of all, their public order is not as high as other areas due to the fact that there is a eco-religion problem. And second of all, it's closer to the front with the Hattori should we need any spare troops to replenish any lost numbers when the war starts. So that's the reason for moving them down. Kaga can cope quite happily without any further garrison troops. We're going to push on to the lands of Tango to try and capture this and liberate the Takoaka under our banner as our vassals, and hopefully they will then launch an attack on the Hattori on the northern side of things to give us a bit of a breather. But before we can take him off, I'm going to wait for this garrison to take his place so he can take his whole army. Because if we move him out now, public order will be bloody rife, it will. So he will sit there, waiting patiently. Down here we have this annoying monk that left off last time, capturing my Metsuke and converting him over to some random side. He's disappeared. But I think everything was pretty much done. Nothing to do diplomacy wise. Master of the Arts, that's it. Master of the Arts. We learned the way of Chonindo. And we are now, by popular demand, the votes were cast and the people of the Tokugawa clan spoke. And we are going to move on to ninjutsu mastery to enable us to build the necessary buildings to allow us to recruit geisha ninjas, or geisha ninjas? Geisha, I believe they are called, which are pretty nifty in terms of assassination, which could prove to be useful in our war efforts against the Hattori in the long run. So we're going to learn ninjutsu mastery, and that is that. Okay, so there we go. Let's end the turn and proceed in earnest. As the Hattori go about their business, probably worrying about the Hitano right now, because the Hitano are spreading within the lands of the Hattori like a plague. So they've got bigger things to worry about than their allies over the way, so hopefully they won't see us coming when the time comes. as the Ikko Ikki still continue to spread their forces north in an attempt to assist us with the Date. It's a pity I can't shout and scream. And look at that, despite the enemy attempts to demoralize the army, it remains ready to fight. And whose fault is that? This bloody monk here. I want him gone. Now, we are waiting for the boats to come down and drop off the ninja. Just bear with me a second. We do have 2 ninja on here. One of those is Yorimasa, who is the assassination specialist. So he will have no problem lopping the head off this guy. But can we afford to wait for them to come for him to possibly demoralize more people, possibly incite rebellions, maybe even turn this Mitsuki away from us? I don't think so. So I wonder if we could maybe apprehend this guy. Oh god, I'm getting a phone call, stand by. Okay, I'm back. It wasn't a phone call, it was a message. I forgot I had my phone on vibrate. I don't normally do that, but I've been engaged for the day. Okay, apprehend is only 40% chance, which is quite risky, I think. So we're going to leave him be for now. I'm going to take this Mitsuki up to Owari, because he is going to oversee Mochimori's army. We're going to wait patiently for the boats to drop off the ninja, and the ninja, Yorimasa, will try and lop this monk's head off. Okay, Tokugawa Miko has been born. It's probably Iyasu's child, which I'm not happy about because he had a son last time and the game crashed, and that was rather frustrating because we celebrated a son for Iyasu. Yes, the legacy will continue, and now we have a mere daughter. Bless her heart. But it's not a son, is it? It's your Henry VIII's problem cropping up all over again. Right, what am I doing? I'm getting sidetracked. Date. Forget blooming attrition. We need to march, and we need to march now. Time is of the essence, so off we tot. No fuss, no bother. Army's down here. Let's keep on marching, come on. No time to waste. I haven't got time to mess about. We need to move. Okay, I'm going to bring this guy back just to here, because I want to see what's happening on this side of the map. There we go. We've got some Hattori, maybe about to strike out at the Hatano, who knows, but we're going to keep an eye on the situation. Hopefully my other 2 ninjas will sort of scout a little bit further south. I'll have one position on the southernmost lands of the Hattori. I'm going to have one position in the centre around Kyoto and around here, and the 3rd ninja will probably head up to the northern reaches, so we'll have pretty much the whole Hattori area covered. Once we have that sort of coverage, we're going to then just commence sabotaging armies, sabotaging buildings, just in an attempt to weaken them through subterfuge, ruin their income, dwindle their numbers by poisoning their army's food. It's going to be glorious. We're going to beat the Hattori at their own game. They consider themselves a master of intrigue. We'll see about that, shall we? But apart from that, 6,000 to spend. I want a little bit of a few more troops for Mochimori. He's got a nice contingent, probably good enough to do the job, but I can't help but feeling I just want to give him a couple more bits, a couple more to complete the set. Yari Cavalry, for instance. Wrong ones. There we go. 2 lots of Yari Cavalry, just because it's nice to have a little bit of manoeuvrability on the field. So 2 lots of Yari Cavalry will go marching up there. We'll also recruit 1 extra Bo Ashigaru, and then probably a couple more Katana units. And then that definitely will be his army finished. Building work, Rice Exchange in North Shinano. So we're going to head over there now, get that built whilst we still have some funds, and that should suffice for this turn, I think. Don't want to go too wild in the Isles, do we? Or do we? We could recruit a monk in Mino and send him up to Wakasa to try and reduce this eco situation, but it's not a necessity, and public order isn't a problem at the moment, so we'll probably leave that for now. Okay, so I'm just going piece by piece, making these preparations. Unfortunately, it's probably not going to be the most exciting of updates, but it's we need to ensure that all the I's are dotted, the T's crossed before we bear with me. 1566. Are we in winter here? Yes, we are. Okay, I think we're good to go. If he moves out now, are we ready to go? Could exempt it for tax for a year, just until this army comes. I'm wondering. Wondering. Yeah, let's go now. Time and tide wait for no man, you know. Oh, it's crashed. Marvellous. This game has got to be the most buggy game I've ever played, and this is so annoying. Right, I'll have to temporarily pause it, and join me again when we've redone everything we've just done this session. Okay, we're back again. Everything is as it was last time, and nothing else differed really. So the army is marching down to Wakasa. Wakasa is now on 0 tax for the moment, for this moment in time, whilst Ieyasu moves to take Tango. The building, the recruitment rather, is back commencing here. The ships have moved back down to offload the ninjas and things to get rid of this pesky monk. So everything is as was last time. Oh yes, and the Dachi army is continuing to march north towards Iwate. So nothing has been lost. I've saved it before recording, so at least if it goes down again, I start from this point and don't have to do anything further. So where were we? We were about to take down the Takoaka, weren't we? Yes, we were. So let's carry on, shall we? No getting out of it this time, punk. Decisive victory! Tokugawa Ieyasu! Good night and God bless you. And I think I'll take your little castle as well, if you please. Thank you. And yes, and make them our vassals, because that's what we do. Right, you head back over there. They're coming down as well. And our faction heir is probably going to start marching towards Tamba to take that off the hands of the Hatano, and then he's going to sit here and wait for the orders to strike out at the Hattori. So Ieyasu, not one to sit on his laurels, is gunning for action. He wants enemies to quake in fear, and so they shall.